What's up, y'all? I am Fast Track. I'm the best mamma jamma who ever stood in front of a camera. I am so hyped right now. I am finally going to react to Batman Beyond versus Spider-Man 2099, the Death Battle. If you saw my previous reaction to Naruto versus Ichigo, if you saw my reaction to the next time on Death Battle, you would see me screaming and like a little schoolgirl. Oh my gosh. Now, here's the thing. I am a big fan of both Batman and Spider-Man, but I'm even bigger fan of the explanation of both of their universes, with the alternate versions of both Spider-Man and Batman. And now we get to see the future versions, that is Batman Beyond and Spider-Man of the year 2099, battle it out. Terry McGinnis versus Miguel O'Hara. Yes, I'm such a big fan, I memorized their names. Okay. I'm trying to keep the hype down. Keep it down. Okay, so these two future heroes. Oh my gosh. Then again, Batman Beyond was the only one who got a cartoon. Why doesn't Miguel O'Hara get a cartoon? I mean, sure, he had that one cameo in Ultimate Spider-Man, but we can do better than that. Okay, now, who would win? All right, now Batman Beyond has the upgraded gadgets and the interface and that armored suit. Terry McGinnis, now with the exception of Shattered Dimensions, he's never had any form of spider sense. However, compared to Spider-Man, he's stronger, faster, more agile. Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Okay. To be honest, I am putting every single ounce of my heart and mind into 2099. I'm putting there. I'm rooting for Miguel O'Hara. But if Batman Beyond does come out on top, there better be a good explanation. But my heart and soul will always go to Spider-Man and the Spider-Man versus. That includes you, 2099. But we're gonna see what will happen to these two heroes in a battle to the death. And most importantly, you'll see my reaction to their death, hopefully. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Batman Beyond versus Spider-Man 2099. Let's do this shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Death battle.
The future.
Oh, Back to the Future.
See it, and why not? It has
Jaws
robots,
19,
flying cars,
Terminator,
and of course, superheroes.
and Flash.
The future still has those, but they're even cooler because of all the sweet gadgets. Like Terry McGinnis, the Batman Beyond. And Miguel O'Hara, the Spider-Man from 2099.
It's Miguel O'Hara.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Not Hera,
And
O'Hara.
it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a
death battle. Okay. Terry McGinnis
was your average futuristic high school student. He went to future raves, complained about future problems, had a future girlfriend, you know, the usual. Until one fateful day when Terry got into a fight with a group of jokers. What's he got against comedians? No,
Ron Burgundy.
Jokers. You know, like the Joker. But with a Z, because it's the future. Well, naturally. After possibly the most dangerous motorcycle chase ever put on television.
Former Dayman engaged to
Terry found himself inside an isolated mansion owned by an elderly billionaire named Bruce Wayne. Here, he stumbled upon
he's gotten
important
old.
revelation in his life. Bruce Wayne is Batman!
Who knew?
What a surprise! Well, more like he was Batman. He retired from crime fighting years ago, because, you know, age is a bitch. Wait a minute, after decades of secrecy, a punk teenager just happens to stumble into the Batcave? For crying out loud, if he'd found my secret lair, he'd have been vaporized on the spot. Yeah! Anyway,
wait,
every
secret
roller
lair?
coaster of a day still wasn't over. Turns out, his dad got murdered. Dad?
No.
Dad!
Oh.
Bummer. So he did what any emotionally charged teen who wants to avenge their dad would do. He stole the Batsuit.
As of right now, I would never avenge my cat.
This was the latest and most advanced Batsuit. Terry McGinnis didn't just become the all-new Batman. He was Batman Beyond. You ever wonder what would happen if Batman got a hold of an Iron Man suit? It's basically that. And damn, he looks freaking rad. The Batsuit's nanotechnology greatly enhances his strength and provides several thin yet strong layers of ballistic and environmental protection.
Spikes, rebreather, environmental hazard resistance, binocular vision, infrared vision,
and he's
ultraviolet
really
vision.
nimble in the air. Plus, he can always give his punches and kicks a literal rocket boost. The suit sports over 24 other gadgets for combat and espionage.
Nice.
A wrist-mounted grappling hook that can extend over 50 feet. There's a cloaking device, a lock decoder,
He can turn invisible,
climbing claws, an underwater breather, thermal and binocular vision, extendable spikes on his arms, flashbang grenade.
How many are they gonna
A
list?
buzzsaw, and even retractable tweezers. Splinters are no laughing matter.
Retractable
And don't forget
tweezers.
all those sweet, sweet batarangs. These new age stars are even sharper and more compact than before, and they come in a variety of delightful flavors, like explosive, ensnaring, and electrifying. Terry's got a
Nice
self-throwing
flavor.
arm and can even disarm multiple opponents with a single shot. But if he's feeling a bit lazy, he can always just use his arm launchers to fire batarang discs. Also, when anyone gets in too close, the whole suit can act like a man-sized taser. The electric shock is strong enough to stun people spliced with animal DNA and short out heavy machinery. But the tools don't make the man, Batman. Terry's a master martial artist.
Beyond.
Plenty of training from legends like former Robin Dick Grayson, totally real ninja Kairi Tanaga, and the former Dark Knight himself.
Even at his old age.
Stealing his suit, of course. Bruce Wayne doesn't just serve as Terry's mentor, he's also a constant source of advice and information on the go through his direct link to the Batsuit from the Batcave. Good thing, too, since Terry's not exactly the world's greatest detective. At least not compared to the old man.
Oh well.
Bruce is extremely intelligent and an
60
expert
plus.
analyst. Plus, the Batcave has some very impressive technology. Not only does it host one of the most
Justice League
powerful
co-founder.
supercomputers on the planet,
He's the goddamn Batman.
completely dependent on its own hydroelectric power supply and isolated network. Still, I don't care who Bruce used to be. Having an old guy barking orders in your ear sounds annoying. Like your dad's always looking over your shoulder. Or at least I imagine, because I didn't have one. Well, Terry is Bruce Wayne's secret son. What? In an effort to ensure there would always
What a
be
twist!
Batman,
Oh, spoiler alert.
Boogie woman Amanda Waller had secretly overwritten Warren McGinnis's reproductive DNA with that of Bruce Wayne's. So, like, he was just blasting Wayne babies? It's like all the fun, but you could get out of any child support case. And bonus, I guess Terry's father technically wasn't murdered. Good for him. Also, he's got all the benefits from Bruce's kick-ass genes. Even before going through combat training, Terry was a skilled fighter. Strong enough to send opponents flying with a single punch. In the suit, he's strong enough to lift large eye beams
Rescue the
and
Justice
his
League.
giant boulder. He's even survived
Fast
getting
and
his
Mark
leg
19.
trapped under Bruce Wayne's trophy.
And a Joker
What's
threat once
so
and for
special
all.
about a penny? Just look at it. Holy colossal currency, Batman! The penny's diameter is easily 20 feet wide and is frequently dated from the 1940s. This means the penny is likely composed of bronze and weighs around 166 tons. That's more
That's
than
one
enough
big
to crush
penny.
all the bones in your foot. But not Terry. He was up and at 'em like nothing happened. I mean, this guy's tough enough to take a missile to the face and then fall hundreds of stories. And all he got out of it was a couple broken ribs. What's a penny as heavy as 33 monster trucks gonna do? He's quick enough to dodge gunfire, skilled enough to defeat lizard people and the Justice Force. In a newer suit, he could fire concussive pulse blasts and even outrace an intercontinental missile, which can reach speeds of up to 15,000 miles per hour. That's over 19 times the speed of sound. He's still no Bruce Wayne, though. He's kind of a punk and doesn't have the amazing smarts or expertise of
Well, he's like in his early 20s.
You don't quite have his magnificent brain, for instance. You do have his heart, though.
Maybe not, but he has accomplished feats equal to his predecessor, like fighting Superman and ending the Joker threat once and for all. Clearly, Terry McGinnis has
Return of the Joker
of Batman.
But you didn't fight Mark Hamill.
Who thinks he's Batman? I am Batman.
Yeah, he is. The Batman Beyond. Okay, now here's who I'm rooting for.
Here's an unfortunate spoiler. The year 2099 kinda sucks. Plagued by a massive civil war between humans and mutants, the world fell into a dystopian ruin of violence and anarchy. The heroic age had come to an end. But some people still wanted a sequel.
The future
Enter
Avengers?
Miguel O'Hara, a child prodigy turned super genius with a penchant for genetic tinkering. Miguel's skills landed him a job at one of the biggest companies in the world, Alchemax, where he got to work trying to rebuild one of the greatest heroes of all time. Spider-Man. Specifically, he attempted to replicate the DNA of Peter Parker, the original Spider-Man. But like most of the 21st century superheroes, not much remained of Parker outside of stories and legend. Miguel had to build his experiment from scratch, starting with a simple spider. Unfortunately, Alchemax didn't have the greatest job security. After a lot of bad blood and some spilled blood, Miguel wound up accidentally getting a dose of his own creepy crawly project, transforming him into the Spider-Man of 2099. But future Spider-Man isn't quite the same as your Grandpappy Spidey.
Stanley!
Right, apart from the superhuman strength,
Paralyzing venom,
durability,
gene
and
intellect,
healing,
superhuman
Miguel's
strength,
powers
superhuman
are
speed,
entirely different.
extremely sensitive
Unlike
vision,
Parker,
accelerated
he can't
healing.
actually stick to any surface. He can still wall crawl, though, using retractable talons on his fingers and toes, which also make for fairly deadly weapons in a fight. And he's got fangs like a vampire. If he bites you, he can inject a venom that can paralyze your whole body almost instantly. Also, he may not have Petey's trusty spider sense, but his sense of sight, smell, and hearing are superfied. He can hear noises from miles away, see in the dark, and make out far-off and fast-moving objects with ease. In fact, his senses are so acute, he wears tinted glasses to keep daylight from hurting his eyes. And like any Spider-Man, he can shoot webs from his hands. Miguel doesn't need compact web shooter devices on his wrists. He actually has organic spinnerets in his arms.
That's gross, but cool.
Durable strings of webbing. Because they're natural, these strings are chemically identical to spider silk, with a tensile strength similar to steel. Ew! Okay, the original Spider-Man always kind of grossed me out, but this guy's powers are disgusting.
Yes.
I think Miguel would agree with you. Well, yeah, one day he's just your average
talent
doing sciencey stuff like you, and the next he's got big lumps in his arms which shoot sticky stuff. Who wouldn't be weirded out? Miguel
one harsh puberty.
Power has a curse. A blight which turned him into an inhuman freak of nature. But that didn't stop him from fighting crime, complete with his own Spidey suit. His original costume was made from unstable molecules, allowing the use of his talons without tearing the fabric. He also wears a web-like cape made of light bite, which lets him glide through the air. Oh, light bright! I remember that. Man, did they have that in the future? And did they find a way to stop you losing those little pegs? Light bite. Yeah, whatever. The suit looks pretty cool, so I hate to spoil the mood, but it's actually just a run-of-the-mill costume from a Day of the Dead festival. No, really. Though after meeting the present-day Peter Parker, Miguel received a much-needed upgrade.
Actually a Day of the Dead costume.
His new suit contained synthesized unstable molecule fabric mixed with Kevlar, greatly improving his defense. This suit can survive a shot from a howitzer artillery cannon. A common M777 military howitzer fires 92-pound shells at 2,200 feet per second. That hits with over 100 tons of force. Miguel's taken a hit from the Thing, a hit which shattered a tempered glass window and sent Miguel flying over 24 feet. And the new suit has explosives, hologram projectors, infrared scanning, and it's even got wings and rocket boosters on the feet. Wait, that sounds familiar. Miguel may be a genius, but he's at his best when he's working with his holographic assistant, Lila, or the Y-Rate Lifeform Approximation. She's basically like the future Alexa with a bunch of extra features.
Lyra?
She keeps track of Miguel's life signs and surroundings. With Lila's scanners and his super senses, anyone would have a hard time trying to sneak up on future Spidey. While Lila was originally built as a home appliance, she can be stored on Miguel's portable communicator. She can act as an onboard
image inspired by Marilyn Monroe.
Advanced calculations to the 20th decimal in a millisecond, which is flippin' amazing. Fun fact, Lila's appearance was based on Marilyn Monroe. Not anybody in 2099 seems to know who Marilyn Monroe was. Okay, seriously, how did they lose so much information in less than 100 years? Remember, kids, always back up your files. It'll prevent the apocalypse. Well, lucky for them, Miguel got over his emo phase and started setting the future back on track. and he had the skills to do it. He's quick enough to dodge gunfire, tough enough to take a shotgun blast to the chest, resilient enough to tank electric shocks, and strong enough to rip a 20-ton turret off a tank. More than that, he helped another Spider-Man keep this giant building piece in place. What even is that? Likely something...
I remember that
But it
episode.
also resembles the mooring mast atop the Empire State Building. Back when everybody thought Zeppelins were the hot new thing. Because who doesn't like riding a giant flammable balloon full of explosive gas?
Oh, too soon.
Assuming it's composed of steel and roughly estimating its size compared to the Spider-Man on the roof, then comparing the Empire State Building's mooring mast, this should weigh, at most, 200 tons. So basically, McGill's a badass.
Ripped apart a tank, survived shotgun blast. Dismembered Venom 2099.
With Captain America,
Lifted Mjolnir.
the most legendary weapon of them all, Mjolnir. Although Thor's hammer didn't actually grant him its warrior powers, Miguel didn't use it as a weapon, but as proof of his authority. A literal symbol of the societal weight he alone could carry. With his dominance asserted, Miguel created the utopian future a person could only dream of. And you thought Peter Parker was cool. This Spider-Man is at the top.
Nice.
Miguel
Oh, I love this game.
Spider-Man of the year 2099.
That's me, ready to save the universe and looking good while doing it. What is wrong with me?
All right, the
answer is a
are
lot.
set. Let's end this debate once and for all. But first, the future is now in the form of Blue Apron.
Oh boy, Blue Apron ad. I'm still going for Miguel O'Hara.
Always says that nothing in life
I don't care what anyone says. Spider-Man will always be my guy. He will always be my man. He will always be my Spider-Man. Better be past, present, or future.
All
He's Miguel O'Hara, the Spider-Man of the year 2099. Look,
better than eating fast food. Plus,
ready to save the universe, looking good while doing it. Although Terry McGinnis is pretty awesome in combat, and I do hope he puts up a good fight.
Instructions are easy to follow. I mean, even Boomstick can do it.
2099, you better win this. You better win this, or so help me.
Well, then I'll make the crispy wild Alaskan pollock and garlic mashed potatoes with roasted broccoli and tartar sauce myself. And if you're worried about variety, don't bother. Recipes are not repeated within the year, so you'll never get bored.
They're having
Check out
way
this
too much
week's
fun
menu
with their
and get
cooking.
$30 off your first order with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/battle. You'll love how good it feels and tastes.
I'm already good with my cooking. I just go to the grocery store, purchase my ingredients, and I cook for me and my mother.
Blue Apron, a better way to cook. But right now,
A death battle! Okay, 2099, win this! Win this! Come on, man! Ooh.
McGinnis, keep an eye out. I've been seeing some odd reports regarding this part of the city.
There he is.
hey, Bozo, I was brooding there. Who the shock are you?
Who the suck? He was brooding, and he's two references all in one. I love it already.
Right back at you, Batty.
Batty. Oh.
Hey, Lila, give me a reading of this vampire guy, yeah?
Of course, Miguel.
They have vampires in the
Identify
future?
his tech or fighting style, but I can try hacking his suit.
Oh.
He's too comfortable in the air. Try a different approach. Get to ground level.
I can't move.
Oh. Going down. Oh, right in the car.
That hurt.
I feel like that car should have exploded, but that's just me.
Something's trying to hack your suit. Our new friend, no doubt.
How's the hack going?
Nowhere fast.
Get in close and finish this quick.
No problem. Can my fangs pierce his suit?
I think so.
Then I'll finish this myself.
Who? Using his senses against him.
Lila! Lila! And problem solved.
I guess that's one way to do it.
Huh. No!
I'll never get tired tired of seeing people blow up? It's always such a blast.
Thanks to Bruce's counsel, Terry used his flashbang to take advantage of Miguel's sensitive eyesight and his electric shock that can short out large machinery to deal with Lila.
Yeah, unlike Bruce, the poor girl wasn't really built for combat. And while her hacking skills were top-notch, the isolated Batcave had the defenses to hold her off.
Even still, Terry's stats edged out Miguel's in more ways than one.
When it came to maneuverability and durability, they were mostly even. Both could dodge bullets and weave through the air. Both could survive heavy ballistic hits. But unlike Terry, Miguel's never outraced anything faster than a Mark 19 ballistic missile.
For physical strength, Terry had him beat too. Recall that boulder that he lifted underwater. This took place in Superman's Fortress of Solitude near the Arctic, so the boulder was likely composed of sedimentary dark limestone, the most common rock type around that location. So we compared Terry's height to the boulder, applied the density for limestone, and subtracted the weight reduced by underwater buoyancy, to find the boulder's weight to be 192 tons.
And he tossed it aside like it was nothing. Terry's peak strength in the Batsuit has to be more than 200 tons.
Assuming Miguel applied his fair share when holding up that antenna, his best strength feat we know of is at max 100 tons.
But he's a Spider-Man. Spider-Man can lift more than that, right?
Not usually. Technically, Miguel's powers are so different from Peter's that we shouldn't really scale him to other Spider-Men. But for the benefit of the doubt, let's do it anyway.
We'll check out two of Spider-Man's most impressive strength feats. The first is the time he braced a private jet while it was landing. Look at him. He's literally the landing gear.
According to Spider-Man himself, the plane's total weight was at most 115,000 pounds.
Okay.
Adding the thrust from a Whittle W1 engine, which this small jet is most likely to have an engine comparable to, this feat comes out to 58 tons.
Not even close to Terry's 200. Then there was this one time where Spidey had to push way past his limits to lift what he offhandedly compared
It's unlikely
to
Peter
as a
can replicate
locomotive.
this level of
Since
strength
he could
normally
measure
without
the
proper
plane,
motivation.
It's likely he's accurate here, but given the time period, that's still only 130 tons at most.
It's clear Terry had a pretty sizable physical advantage. And just because Terry's mind wasn't as fine-tuned as the original Batman's, didn't mean he's dumb.
Even
He
more,
just
Miguel
blew him up.
never trained like Terry did. Hell, he never really had much formal training at all. But Terry was trained by ninjas, stealth artists, and other crime fighters to be a master in the battlefield. And since Miguel didn't have a spider sense, Terry just had to wait until the untrained future Spidey left an opening.
In short, while Miguel wasn't completely outmatched, Terry's superior strength, counseling, equipment, and training won the bout.
Turns out this
What about the other
Batman
suit?
was
They didn't even put him in the other
The
suit.
winner is Batman Beyond. Stick around, we're about to announce the combatants for the
They could have at least
battle.
swapped out his suit because, you know, advanced and stuff, but
there and start a first membership trial.
yeesh.
Try to grab one of these shirts too.
Next time on Death Battle, on the season finale of Death Battle. Virgil versus Sephiroth. Sephiroth. Oh, Final Fantasy versus Devil May Cry, sort of. Well, it's a... Okay, 2099 I did root for you, but honestly, Death Battle, what was the point of mentioning his other suit if... Okay, then again, Terry McGinnis was in his original suit at the time, so I guess neither of them upgraded. But the whole point of Death Battle is to show them at their best. Oh my god. Miguel, I did root for you, buddy. I really, really did root for you. Oh, man. Oh, God. You could have just... you could have bit him and ended this... But I will admit, they did put up a good fight and good info as well. Props to you, Terry McGinnis. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed that my favorite superhero, or at least one of the reimaginings of my favorite superhero, lost in a battle to the death. I'm not gonna cry. That was a really, really great death battle. Of course. And of course the information was well enough, although I'm wondering about the advancements in their suits and the maximum potential, but whatever. Anyway, so I guess I'll be waiting for Sephiroth versus Virgil. I mean, I've never played Final Fantasy, and I've only just started playing Devil May Cry. Then again, it's a DMC version, but very well then. I guess that's it for me, people. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you when I see you. I'm Fast Track. I'm the best Mama Jamma, whoever stood in front of a camera, and I'll be back in a flash. I'm not gonna cry.